Episode 2. Episode 2. What are we doing in this episode today? Oh, besides choking on our coffee. Oh, sorry about that. Good day, everybody. Welcome back to The Secret of Monkey Island, Special Edition. Thanks so much for coming back and joining me today. We got a lot to do, so come along with me. Let's get started. So we got paid. Got tons of money just burning a hole in these pantaloons of ours. Thanks to the cannon mishap at the Fettuccine Brothers Circus. Now we can go ahead and go buy all of the things. That, unlocks all of the rest of the quests that we need to take care of here on Melee Island. So step 1 is go spend the money and get the tools that we need. We're gonna need a sword, obviously. Carla told us that in the last episode. And we're also gonna need a shovel to, do all the treasure hunting. That's an integral part of everything. So back into Melee Island Town we go. And if there's a downside to any of this, it's that there's really no fast travel in the game, which is just a product of its time. Clearly, they didn't feel the need to update that with this special edition, but that's okay. These games were meant to be enjoyed at a leisurely pace, right? You're supposed to fire up the computer and let it load for, the 15 minutes that it took a 256K computer hard drive to get up and running, and the CRT monitor that weighed 50 pounds, that took a minute to warm up. But once everything was up and running and you got into the DOS prompt and you entered in the commands to actually execute the game, just sat back, you relaxed, you listened to the hum of the disk drive, and you just made an afternoon of it. Where is this old coot? We kind of need him here to be able to buy stuff. Because he can't steal. Guybrush is a ridiculously honest pirate. So let's use this bell. Oh,
never fails.
He just popped outside for a smoke.
Step away from the counter for 2 seconds, and some idiot's already ringing that stupid bell.
Maybe don't leave your store during office hours? You ever think of that?
Swordmaster says you can jump in the lake, by the way.
Bro, I already talked to her. She said no such thing. I observed the entire conversation. And somehow I beat you back. I don't know how that's supposed to work here. Okay.
I think I'd just like to browse.
Oh, be my guest, Fancy Pants.
It'd be a lot of fun if I just wasted your time and left. I brought you all the way back in here. You're being very rude, by the way. Maybe I don't want to shop here. Maybe I want to go find another island to go shop at. Nah, probably not. Let's pick up this sword. And let's buy the sword.
What do you want?
About this sword, my good sir.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Best 100 pieces of 8 you ever spent.
$100?
What else do you want?
Yeesh, man. It's actually kind of cheap for a sword, believe it or not. Unless inflation has hit. That's got to be $10,000 in today's economy. 10,000 pieces of 8. I just want to browse.
Okay, but don't put your lips on anything.
What if I put my lips on you, sir? You look like you could use a good kiss.
Hey, there's a shovel just hanging out conspicuously over there. In the corner.
Digmaster, the only shovel for serious treasure hunting enthusiasts.
That's me, baby. Let's go buy it.
Got a special on shovels today.
Oh, is that right?
Did you just come in here to get out of the cold, or do you actually need something?
You are saying a lot of things all
what
at
do you
once.
Want?
I would like this shovel.
I think I'd just like to browse.
Oh, be my guest,
Oh,
Fancy Pants.
I didn't pick up the shovel. Okay, pick up shovel. Very persnickety game. Although if you notice that Guybrush walks a lot faster whenever he actually has a goal. Whenever you just have him walk willy-nilly all over town, he just sort of meanders. But when you give a prompt command and point him towards something across the room, he's there in a flash.
Don't think, just buy. What do you want?
Don't think, just buy. I should open a store called that. Buy and get out. About this shovel.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Oh, it'll pay for itself, believe me.
I don't believe you, sir.
You'll dig up 75 pieces of 8 in no time.
Okay, that's only 175 out of the 400 something that we got. Barely made a dent. Why does everyone always laugh when they talk about this treasure of Melee Island? They all know something I don't. All right, I just like to browse.
I just like to browse.
Whatever.
All right. Open the door and get out of here. You know what? I'm going to leave the door open because you're so rude. I hope you get flies. All right, now if you recall, we got an item in the last episode that will allow us to speak to this handsome gentleman over here. So if we pull up our inventory and our parsing verbs, there it is. See, I'm learning keyboard shortcuts all over the place. Let's give breath mints to the prisoner.
Oh, Grago mint.
He's so excited for breath
refreshing.
mints.
Thanks. So, have you come to release me?
I don't have the key to your cell, so no, I can't release you, but we can make with the chit-chats. Who are you?
My name is Otis.
Hi,
Who
I'm
do you
Guybrush
think it
Threepwood.
is?
I'm a mighty pirate.
I've been in here so long I can hardly remember. You gotta get me out of here before I lose my mind completely.
I love this guy's
Can you
voice.
see?
It's so great.
I'm innocent.
I mean, how many horribly guilty people wear buckled shoes and a jaunty scarf around their neck?
But why are you in jail if you're innocent?
That's the wrong question, Guybrush.
I was framed. I didn't touch the stupid flowers.
Flowers.
What flowers?
The yellow Konish in dormy flowers in the forest.
Yellow flowers, you
lot to
say?
pick.
We saw some of those in the last episode. How's the food in here?
How's the food in there?
Oh, you know, the usual. Slop, grog, gruel.
You get
rats,
grog?
bugs, and body lice if I can catch them.
Ooh, gross.
I have a carrot cake my Aunt Tilly made, even though she knows I detest carrot cake. Actually, the cook at the bar is an old friend of mine, and sometimes he sneaks me food, like pork trimmings, mostly feet and lips. But once in a while,
Sounds
he brings
delicious.
This really odd rump roast.
What's so odd about the rump roast?
Well, it's the only rump roast I ever seen with a prehensile tail.
That's not so odd. Maybe it's like a raccoon. The joke is that he's eating monkey meat, which would explain all of the body lice. That monkey meat is lousy with parasites. Who'd want to frame you?
Want to frame you?
I don't know who exactly. I think it was a conspiracy.
They're all
And if
against you,
there's
huh,
one
Otis?
type of piracy I don't like, it's conspiracy.
The puns in this game are legendary. Sheriff Shinetop is a jerk, isn't he?
Shinetop sure is a
Just a real
jerk, isn't he?
asshole.
No kidding. Fester Shinetop is the meanest man on Melee Island. Luckily, the governor keeps him in check most of the time.
He's got a nasty habit of showing up behind people whenever they talk about him.
For a sheriff, but he recently died under mysterious circumstances. If you ask me, I think the new
What did I
sheriff
tell
had
you?
something to do
There
with
he is, right there.
I think you've said enough, Otis.
it. Whoops.
I would pay a disgusting amount of
I
money
hope
to
you
have that
haven't been
guy's voice
taking
for a
this
day.
Filthy vagrant too seriously. He'd say anything to avoid paying his debt to society.
Like, the only time I get that kind of resonance and timbre is when I have, like, a cold. And, that's kind of not fair. I kind of want what it is I'm hearing. Seems innocent to me. He's a nice guy.
He seems innocent to me. Why don't you let him out?
Maybe you should mind your own business, stranger.
Maybe you should buy a hat to keep that bald
I'll
head warm.
decide who's
Ugly.
innocent and who's guilty around here?
Got him.
Sorry.
Look, I don't know what you're up to.
I kind of feel like that's not your
whatever
job,
it is,
actually. Your
it's
job is to
probably
enforce the
illegal.
law, not,
So
make
forget
judgment
it.
based on the law.
Wherever you go on Melee, I'll be watching. And if you try any monkey business,
Monkey business.
you
Hilarious.
Will end up in here for good.
For good.
Man, is he a pill or what?
Just
You see
just
what I
a
have to
real
put up
grumpy
with?
Gus.
You better go before you get us both in trouble.
I don't know how you can get in any more trouble, Otis. You're in there with a moldering old carrot cake. I think the joke there is that his aunt sent him a cake with a file in it so he could escape, but he detests carrot cake, so the key to his freedom is just sitting right there. But because of his culinary, you get it. You understand. It's fine. Okay, we spoke with Otis. We got a little hint, so let's go ahead and act on it. There's the wide open door for you, butthole. So now let's make our way back off the map because there's other places we got to go. Oh yeah, no, we got to talk to this handsome gentleman first. Forgot about that. Hail, citizen.
Excuse me, but oh, it's only you again.
Yeah, it's me again.
Come back for the map to the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island, huh?
You could say that.
I hope you
Maybe,
brought enough money this time.
Maybe we could make a little bit of a deal now, you know what I'm saying? I'll
I'll
take it.
It'll make a swell gift.
There
And
you
the thing
go.
is-
You made a wise decision.
Here's the thing, is
Now
that
you're lost.
Guybrush isn't a buffoon. Like, he's not an idiot that you play as, right? Like, he's silly, and he's naive, but he's earnest. He means everything that he says, and he actually is extremely straightforward. Like, they made a brilliant character who, like, gives the impression of being a buffoon, but isn't really. He's a very straightforward protagonist with buffoonish tendencies, right? So it'd be easy to write him off as you playing just like the dundering idiot, but that would change the entire tone of the game, because if you're just a dundering idiot, all of the things that you accomplish would happen by accident. And you're not accomplishing anything by accident as Guybrush Threepwood. You're actually out there making it happen. You're just doing it in your own individual way. And I don't know, man, maybe that's what resonated with me as a kid. Just because he was unafraid to be himself. And I appreciate that about the character. All right, we got the map to the treasure, but there's other places on the island to go visit, including this conspicuous house right here. We have all these lights. I know what they are. We're not going to look at them quite yet. We're going to do our time with the lights, trust me. We'll be there a lot. But I don't want to go there unless I absolutely have to at the moment. And what have we here? Hello, sir.
Stop!
Stop!
You must pay a toll.
Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying I know what to do in this situation, but this was the single weirdest puzzle in the entire game, and it took me forever as a kid to get past this. Like, I think I actually had to start asking around friends to get a hint as to what it was. I didn't ask for the answer. I only ever asked for a hint. And that's just because there's a certain phrase that wasn't in my lexicon as a 10-year-old. So sit back, let's let this unfold.
Stand aside, troll. I'm a mighty pirate.
That I am! And I'm armed.
No pirate, while the town drunk could out insult you on his back. And probably would.
That's a solid burn, Mr. Troll. Stick it in your ear, you great green garrulous grub!
Stick it in your ear, you great green garrulous grub.
Great line reading.
So's here, cudgel breath.
So's your mother. Cudgel breath. Okay, so, well, let's...
None shall pass until you pay the toll.
You gotta pay the troll toll. How much is it?
the
Because
toll?
I got some money.
Well, what have you got?
Got a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle.
A rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle.
I want something that'll attract attention, but have no real importance.
Something that will attract attention but have no real importance. Now, if you knew the phrase that I did not know as a child, then you would have been able to figure this out pretty quick. But actually, if I remember correctly, I asked around friends. Nobody knew the answer because very few people had played this game. But I just did the thing where you give everything in your inventory to the guy until the puzzle finally solves, right? Because when in doubt, try everything. Just mash all the buttons. Monkey leash with three collars.
3 collars?
Don't be silly.
For, like, some kind of three-headed monkey? Such a thing doesn't exist.
Give me what I want. Then I eat ya.
Now that is an empty threat because you can't actually die in LucasArts games. Not like those Sierra
None
games where you
shall
die like
pass.
every 5 minutes.
None shall pass.
All right, so bring up parsing verbs, bring up the inventory. Let's look at this
I
fish.
think it's a herring.
None
There it
shall
is, right there.
pass.
That's our clue. Let's give
None
the
shall
red
pass.
herring to the troll.
A red herring.
There you go.
Pass.
Pass. Thank you. You're a very fair-minded troll. And who is that? it's George Lucas underneath that troll costume. And he just used the Force to pick his club back up. There it is. And you never have to deal with the troll again, right? It's a one-and-done gag. Why they decided to make that the George Lucas cameo, I have no idea. And it's not like they would sneak George Lucas into every game either. They just decided to sneak him into this one for God knows why.
Captain Smirk's Big Body Pirate Gym.
Hell yeah. This
Prices.
sounds like a place where we can get trained.
Sword training. 30 pieces of weight.
Said so on the sign
Cannon
right there.
firing, 160 pieces of weight. Balls extra. Grappling hook. 130 pieces of weight. Hook extra.
I really wanted there to be grappling hook training as a kid, but sadly, there is not. All right, open that door. Let's get face to face with Captain
I
Smirk.
think I'll knock. It'd only be polite.
See? He does it his own way.
What do you want, you wimpy little spineless maggot?
I don't want anything, sir. I am a spineless maggot in your eyes. Here we go.
Could you train me to be better than the Swordmaster?
Better than the Swordmaster?
Damn. Okay.
You?
Look at that head of hair, man. I'm aspiring towards
You
that
could
kind
never
of
be half the sword fighter, Carly.
gorgeous silver mane.
Even with hours of hard work and sweat and blood.
That's an
I
enormous cigar,
remember
too.
fighting
Damn.
side by side with Carla at Port Royal.
Port
The
Royal?
local constabulary had us cornered.
The constabulary?
It looked like we were done for.
Done
but
for?
Then she said, but I digress.
No.
You
I
just don't have what it takes.
I don't get the story. I don't have what it takes. I do so have what it takes, sir.
You do not.
I do so.
I do so.
You do not.
Liar, I do so.
Oh, I like your spirit. I'll do what I can.
There, see?
Of
I
course.
wore him down
it'll
with my
cost you.
debate
What do you got?
skills. I have 30 pieces of 8.
Well, I've got 30 pieces of 8.
Say no more, say no more. Let's see your sword.
Excuse me while I whip this
Okay,
out.
check it out.
Yes. This is a nice one.
Thank you.
Let's get to it.
I take awful good care of it.
Okay, you maggot. Why don't you whip that sword out and let's see what you can do with it.
Sir, we just met.
Boy, you fight like a dairy farmer.
How
I
appropriate!
usually don't
You
waste
wait.
my time with
A little
learning
early.
like yourself. But seeing as this LeChuck thing has put a cramp on business, I got no choice. I need the money.
Okay. Right, hoo-ha, hee-ha.
Yes. I can see this is gonna take some special measures. Just want you to know, I don't do this with everyone.
Again,
It's
sir.
only because I feel that special student
No need to
mentor
be
pieces
coy.
of
I'm
eight
in your
bonding
house and my sword is
that I'm
out. I'm
going to
whipping it
these
around.
fights. I'm gonna put you up against the machine.
Machine? Is this gonna hurt?
Probably.
Yikes.
I can't think of any instance where someone has
Come at
said,
me.
I'm going to put you
Don't
up
be
against the
afraid, you won't
machine.
hurt me.
And it actually ends up being
Advance,
quite a
thrust,
pleasurable
recover,
experience.
Parry, riposte. No! Beat first, then lunge.
Yeah!
Advance, thrust, recover, parry, riposte. Advance, thrust, recover, parry, riposte.
Everybody got
Hours
that?
later.
You're starting to get the hang of it.
More hours later.
Not bad. You've got good form.
And it's still night
Now
out.
I'm gonna let you in
Nights on
on
this
the
island
true
last a long
secret of
time.
Sword fighting. Sword fighting is kind of like making love.
Tell me
It's
more.
Not always what you do, but what you say.
True.
Any fool pirate can swing a
I'm
sharp piece
totally
of
a
metal
sex
around
haver.
and hope to cut something. But the pros, they know just when to cut their opponent with an insult.
Oh, here we
One
go.
that catches them off guard. You see, kid, your wit's gotta be twice as sharp as your sword.
That's like the selling
Let's
line of the
try a
game.
couple of insults out, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Okay.
It sounds fun.
Imagine this. We're fighting up a storm.
Got it.
Just like Carla and I were doing at Port Royal.
You alluded to that earlier.
There's a sudden break in the fighting, and I say to you, you fight like a dairy farmer.
Okay. Yeah.
You respond with,
Your face is ugly. Stupid. God, I'm good. I should be a sword fighter. You must be thinking of someone else. I am not a
You must
farmer.
be thinking of someone else. I am not a farmer.
I can see we've got a lot of work to do here.
Clearly. Why would Guybrush ever want to insult
You should
somebody? That's
respond with
rude.
Something like, how appropriate. You fight like a cow. You see,
Oh.
it's razor sharp wit like
Yeah, that cuts deep.
that wins fights. Let's try another.
Okay, got it.
Imagine this. You're trapped up against a wall. My sword just slashed 2 cuts into your face. I say, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab. You respond with,
And here's some garlic sauce for you, sir. I don't know. I'm actually not good at that. How appropriate.
You fight like a cow.
Haha!
no, no, no.
What?
That was the response from the last insult.
Oh.
Doesn't even make sense when used here.
Such a great delivery.
A correct response to, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab, would have been something like, first, you better stop waving it around like a feather duster. See? Razor sharp.
Razor sharp. Cuts
Now,
to the bone.
I suggest you go out there and learn some insults.
I can't help but feel like I've been ripped off.
Dude, he trained you for hours.
sure
You
you're
now
feeling something
know how to
similar.
sword fight. I'm sure you're feeling something similar. Okay, so it can't be understated just what a big deal this mechanic in the game is, because there's a lot of sword fighting that you need to do coming up here in order to beat the sword master. You got to win some sword fights, right? And so everybody expected this as an action adventure game that you actually have to go in there and manage the fighting and like try to beat them with pure skill, and that's not it. It's all insult based. It's call and response. Because as Captain Smirk here just said, every insult has its own unique response that goes along with it. So not only do you have to learn the insult, but you have to learn the response too. And I'm going out there with only like 2 under my belt. And there are like dozens of insults to learn. So it takes some time to go through and build up the library so you can reliably beat everybody. And it's not like you get anything for winning a fight. The whole point of getting into fights isn't to win or lose, it's to learn the insults so that you can eventually use them against the Swordmaster. And there's an extra twist involved in there too, but we won't get to that quite yet. So now that I've undergone my training and that I have a sword, you'll notice that Melee Island is a lot more lively all of a sudden. So I'm over here by the house, nobody's walking. Let's make our way back over to the fort. The fork. Fork. That's what I meant to say. And if we intercept any of the pirates, yeah, dirty, rotten pirate. Okay, let's kind of position ourselves, because you can't just like click on them. You have to have them run into you on the map. And whenever they do...
Whatever you want, you scurvy lubber.
Yeah, scurvy lover. Sorry to bother you. My name is Guybrush Threepwood.
My
Prepare
name
to
is
die.
Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
And there we go. Now we're sword fighting. This is where all of the list of the insults that you've learned show up, along with these throwaway insults that don't do anything. Like, you have to have something to say if you don't have an actual insult to use, but you automatically lose the round if you use one of these, right? So we'll go ahead and start one off. We know both of the responses, so our hope here is that Captain Stripey Shirt hits us with an insult that we don't know yet. So soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish
Soon you'll be
kebab.
wearing my sword like a shish kebab.
First, you better stop waving it like a feather duster.
Okay, so he knew it. He wins the round. He starts off with a new insult, which is...
You're no match for my brains, you poor fool.
So yeah, see, there we go. I don't know that one, so now it's added into my inventory for the next next rounds. I know it forever now. But I don't know the response, so I'm rubber, you're glue.
You are glue.
See, I'm losing ground. You can tell that it didn't go well. And so hit me with another one.
People fall at my
There we go.
feet when they see me coming.
This guy's loaded for bear. He has all kinds of stuff I don't know. Oh yeah?
Yeah? I give up. You win.
And you don't lose anything. Like, he doesn't take money or you don't lose health or anything like that. It's just, that's it. You learned and you move on. So I'll do one more. I'm not going... It's the same guy. I'm not going to spend the entire episode sword fighting, because it actually does take a long time of grinding out. Because the more insults and responses you know, the better the chances of beating the Swordmaster. But we'll do one more and hope we can get the responses to the insults that we just
My name
learned.
is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Whooshing! People fall at my feet when they see me coming.
People fall at my feet when they see me coming.
Even before they smell your breath?
There we go. He knew the response. Fantastic. So I have a whole new insult set now.
I got this scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
New one. Man, I have not hit any repeats yet. This is actually going amazingly well.
Oh yeah?
People fall at my feet when they see me coming.
Oh, I have a chance to win this one, even before they smell your breath.
Before they smell your breath?
All right, see, I'm gaining ground. That was the correct answer. And you're no match for my brains, you poor
You're no match for
fool.
my brains, you poor fool.
Hope you know the answer.
I am rubber.
Damn it.
You are glue.
Okay, he did hit us with a new insult, so... Oh, but I don't get to use it! Okay. Boy, are you ugly!
Are you ugly?
What an amateur insult!
It is. Like, it's still a solid burn, though.
Where did my sword go?
Okay, there we go. Back to the fork. A lot of traffic at the fork today. Okay. So, we're not going to handle the bulk of the sword fighting just yet. What we are going to do is make use of this handy-dandy treasure map that we just got.
I think I've been had. This is no map. It looks like dancing lessons.
Dancing lessons? Well, this is flagrant false advertising. The thing that the guy showed me that he unrolled was very clearly a map. But, believe it or not, yes, this is how you find the treasure. We do it by doing the monkey. I always hear Johnny Bravo's voice whenever I see that. Do the monkey with me. Hoo-ha! So, you'll notice that there's only 3 directions you can go. Back, left, and right. So back actually means up in this case. And I think it's randomized for every game, so it's not the same instructions each time. So let's do... Okay, so it's back, left... I'm just going to write this down. Right, left, right, back, right, left, back, cha-cha-cha. Okay. So, let's go ahead and follow them dance steps. We'll go back. And what do we have here?
My, what an unusually bright yellow they are.
Okay, so Otis said something about picking flowers, and here we have some bright yellow flowers. Let's pick them up. There we go. Now I have some yellow flowers. Okay, left is where we go. This is a surprise tool we'll use later. Okay, now we go off to the right. And left. Now, there are purple flowers here, but they don't do anything. It's the yellow flowers that we want. All right. And off to the right. Okay, we'll go back. Right, left, back. These are some sad little flowers right there. All right, left. And back. Looks an awful lot like where we just started, but that's okay. And hey, we found a secret hidden area. And wouldn't you know it, X indeed does mark the spot, along with some signs and plaques.
The legendary lost treasure of Melee Island. This carefully reproduced piece of Melee Island history has delighted thousands of would-be pirates and their families for generations. Remember, there are other pirates on this island. So go easy on the treasure.
See? Don't ruin it for everyone.
Here lies treasure of such unimaginable wealth. Well, you'll just have to dig it up to believe it.
All right, can do.
Paid for by the Melee Island Chamber of Commerce.
So it's a tourist trap. Oh, that's the best part. Okay, no, we don't need to pick up anything. We need to use the shovel on the X. What spots is marked and all. Dig them out, baby. Man, you ever dig a hole? When's the last time you dug a hole? It's hard work. How many hours have we spent doing this, too? We spent hours training with Captain Smirk, and now we spent hours digging a hole.
Oh, boy. It's a t-shirt.
It's a t-shirt, hooray!
Not my size, but a nice one nonetheless. Well, I guess I should put all this dirt back now.
Totally worth it. Glad I did it.
More hours pass.
There we go. Oh, you even put the X back. Oh, hello. I didn't tell you to do that. So what is this t-shirt that we got? Look at
I
t-shirt.
found the treasure of Melee Island, and all I got was this stupid t-shirt.
Beautiful. It's like poetry. Okay, there we go. First part of the 3 trials is completely done. I have proven that I can follow a map and find treasure. And there we go. That's it, baby.
Move out of the way!
Oh, hello!
Or I cuts me way through.
Well, let's give it a shot then, shall we?
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Whooshing. Okay. I got the scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
This scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
I hope now you've learned to stop picking your nose.
Hey, we got an answer. Okay, good deal.
There are no words for how disgusting you are.
Okay, new insult. Yeah?
Yeah?
Ching, ching.
This is the end for you, you gutter-crawling cur.
Man, this guy's ready for battle. I'm rubber,
Rubber,
you're glue,
you're
baby.
glue.
That didn't even get a hit in.
Yikes, nice move.
Yeah, well done, sir. I learned all kinds of stuff from you. We have arrived! The governor's mansion and her deadly guard dogs. Deadly piranha poodles.
I don't think I can get past them.
Why? They look fine.
I'm not going near them.
Okay, can we talk to them? Well, clearly I said something. Okay, so here's one of those puzzles where you actually need to combine things in the inventory. So we have this hunk of meat.
It's some sort of meat or meat-like substance.
And let's look at the flower petal.
It's a striking yellow color.
That it is. So there's really nothing that draws a clear line to the solution of this puzzle. The important looking pirate said that we could like drug the dogs or something, but that's as far as you get. What we actually do is we use the yellow petal with the meat, which gives us meat with condiment.
It's some sort of meat or meat-like substance.
So the yellow petal and the meat have been combined in the inventory, and now we use the meat with condiment with the deadly piranha poodles. Like so. Yoink!
Nom 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 nom.
They gave the one on the short leash some. Oh, Lordy
Important
Lou!
notice. These dogs are not dead. They are only sleeping. No animals were harmed during the production of this game.
Everybody got that? No needless animal cruelty. Let's
They're
look at them.
sleeping peacefully.
All right, sleepy dogs. So confident in her security that she left the door wide open. Close them up, baby. Okay. So in the last episode, I said that there was a mandatory stealth section. Not really. No, this isn't a stealth section. You
I
just
don't
walk up
recognize
and
the man,
grab
but
the thing.
That looks like the dog in the bar.
Is that Spiffy? That looks nothing like Spiffy.
No time for reading now.
Yeah, I know. We've broken and entered, or we've drugged and entered.
This door appears to be locked.
That's a problem. All right. Mayhaps that is not where the idol is. I actually know where the idol is. I just kind of wanted to wander around the mansion a little bit. Look at
A
vase.
priceless Ming.
Friggin' pick it up, man. Got it. In we go.
This looks like a job for Fester's Shine Top.
You know, I often say that to myself right before entering into a situation. And now enjoy all of the implied violence that the programmers didn't feel like
better leave this
animating. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't want the vase to get hurt. Hypnotize quarrelsome rhinoceros. Hey, when you don't have to animate it, you can include anything.
Not the red button.
Kaboom! Normally, I'm not a huge fan of like stock sound
It's a
effects for
big,
stuff like this,
ugly,
but
hairy
this is
yak wearing some waxed
perfect.
lips.
push tremendous, dangerous looking
I
yak.
can't move it.
Nope, sure can't. Pull tremendous, dangerous looking yak.
I can't move it.
No, sir, it's a yak. It's heavy. Pick up staple remover. Sure. Okay, that was the answer. I'm not doing any of this, by the way. It's all on autopilot. Manual
I'll
and
need this.
style. See, when I was a kid, I thought this was
nuts.
like a fashion magazine or something. Now that I'm, you know, an English major with a degree, I realize it's just, you know, instructions for writing.
Heck! Gophers!
Gophers! Oh, no! Thankfully, there's some gopher repellent right there. This is one of my favorite parts of the game, by the way. Use gopher repellent with gopher horde. What is going on in this section of the house? Funny little man. What? I don't remember that part. Fabulous
beautiful.
idol. There it is. Open lock.
I can't open it. Uh-oh.
Whack. And here comes Guybrush with a steel chair.
That should hold him for a while.
Okay.
If only I had a file, I could get the idol.
That's right. We have to be able to remove the lock on the thing. Okay. We actually know where one might be thanks to an implied situation from one Otis the prisoner. Let's run back over to the jail real quick like. All right, Otis, what's up, dude?
Would you happen to have a file?
You think I'd be in here if I did?
It is a silly question.
All I have is this carrot cake my Aunt Tilly made me. You can have that if you bring me something to get rid of these rats.
Some sort of rat
I can't
repellent?
stand carrot cake.
As a matter of fact, I happen to have some gopher repellent. Give gopher repellent. See, they're not just throwaway jokes. You use them in the course of the game.
Hey, these might work on the rats.
I thought you were eating
Thanks.
those.
Here's the cake.
Hey, thanks, man. Looks delicious. It actually does look delicious. I'm not a huge fan of carrot cake, but I will eat it. I mean, it's cake. Carrot cake is better than no cake. So let's open the cake. And we get a file. Nothing for you, Otis. I need this for my own reasons. Okay, back to the mansion. And I don't think you could have gotten the file before all of this. I think you needed to go through all this hullabaloo at the mansion in order to talk to Otis about getting the file. Him talking about the carrot cake was just like a little hint, so you would know to go back to him.
This door appears to be locked.
Oh, right. Can't go in there, but I can go through the gaping hole.
I've got the file.
Let's do this, baby. Ugh. You're still fighting for some reason. Use manual of style with Shredder. Probably a little gag thrown in there by the writers. Whee! Heavily armed clown. And his horse. Here we go. Use file on rhinoceros toenails. There you go, just for you. Beautiful. Pick up fabulous idol. Hell yeah. This was a little more quarrelsome than they thought they made it out to be. Wham!
Whew. That was a close one.
I should say.
At least I got the idol.
But I'm not done with you yet.
Jeez, Bayek.
Thought you could get out of here with the idol of many hands, did you?
You know, it looked like
Look,
it didn't have any
I
hands
can
at
play.
all.
So can I. You poisoned the governor's pet poodles.
Not true.
They're just sleeping.
Broke into her house
Door was unlocked.
The door was unlocked.
See?
and stole one of her most valuable pieces of art.
No, you've got it all wrong.
I did steal it,
Oh,
but it's
really?
only so I can use it to
Let's
get
hear
ahead
your
in life.
explanation.
She said I could have it. No, it belongs in a, it belongs in a museum.
Ah!
What's going on
A
here?
bunch of nerds wrote this
I
game.
caught this hoodlum making off with your idol, Governor.
Hi,
He says it
Elaine.
belongs in a museum.
That's right, it does.
What?
You
What?
heard me, Fester. The real question is, how did he get in here while you were on guard?
God, such a perfect actress for this role.
Oh, just go away, Fester.
Just
I can handle this.
Ski-daddle.
I'll deal with you later.
Okay.
Sorry about him. He's new. I'm Governor Marley. Governor Elaine Marley.
Hi, Elaine.
So my idol
Not gonna lie,
belongs in
had a little crush on
museum,
Elaine back
eh?
in the day. And clearly so does Guybrush.
Relax, Mr. Threepwood. I know why you're here.
You do?
Believe me, you're not the first who's tried.
But
Although I
I'm the
have to
first who
admit,
succeeded?
Not many get as far as you have.
Then how did they become pirates? All right, just real quick, hot swap. This is what she looked like when I first played the game. Her hair was definitely a lot more voluminous. Jeepers.
Jeepers,
My lookout told me of your arrival.
Odd, since he's
I wanted
blind.
to meet you ever since I heard your fascinating name.
See, look, having a unique
Tell
name
me,
can be a real heads up.
Guybrush, why do you
So
want
says
to be a
Micah.
pirate? You don't look like one. Your face is too sweet. I see.
I see.
Well,
He's
You're
not a real
obviously
whiz
not
with the
in mood
ladies,
for
this
idle
Guybrush.
chit-chat, are you? I suppose you've got many more exciting things to do?
Not really.
won't
I'd
take
be
up
happy
more
to
of
sit
your
and
time,
discuss
Mr. Cupid.
gubernatorial issues with you in your mansion, Elaine.
Twinkly? I really wish I knew how to talk to women.
Dude, you just talk to him. That's all you do. You just get on that horse and ride. Can I still get the vase? Yep, sure can. And the cool thing is that in the original game, he still spat out those, like, you know, random mixture of letters, like, and the voice actor Dominic R2, like, literally enunciated those for the voice lines. I think that was great detail. All right, well, hey, that's the second quest down. We're knocking them out.
Where do you think
Uh-oh.
you're going, Throom Wade?
Threepwood. Excuse me, Mr. Shinetop, but you're blocking the doorway.
Excuse me, Mr. Shinetop, but you're blocking the doorway.
I think you need to cool off.
I think you
Hand over
are
the
already
sword.
cooled off because you don't have any hair.
Oh.
Got it. Whoa!
This is the end of the
What's
road,
this shenanigans?
my little pantalooned pal. Your troublemaking days on Melee Island are over.
I literally have made zero
My
trouble.
plans for the governor are far too important and much too near completion
I see.
to risk letting a would-be pirate like you get in the way.
You
So
don't like
long,
pirates,
Mr.
do you?
Spice Cake or Droop Face or whatever your name is.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood. Ah!
This might actually turn out to be a pretty good day.
It's probably been an entire day based on the number of hours I've been doing things. Hey, so Guybrush said that he can hold his breath for 10 minutes. Well, here's where we actually see it in action. Being underwater is not that big of a deal right now, but I'm tethered to the idol, and all of these wonderful looking
Rusty, but sharp.
cutting implements
Sharp.
are
I can't
just out
that
of
from
reach.
here. I can't reach that from here.
We got the deadly meat cleaver, the razor sharp scissors, the axe, and the sword. So what do we do?
I can't reach it. I'm tied to this stupid idol.
And there's nothing in my inventory that would work, right? Like, we could try using the shovel.
That doesn't seem to work.
No, huh? And we don't have our sword either. Fester took our sword. So there's no danger of drowning. You just kind of have to figure out how to get out of here. And honestly, the answer to this puzzle is so... Some would call it stupid. I would call it an elegant solution because it's sort of a little meta nod to the type of game that we're playing here. All you have to do is pick up the idol and you're good to go.
I guess I'll be needing a sword. This one will do.
Yoink!
Well,
Up to
that
Daisy.
wasn't so hard. Now all I have to do is show this stupid idol to the pirate leaders and...
Oh, hello. I'm
You're
suspiciously
alive.
dry.
Governor!
Governor, hi!
Hey, you can talk. Who'd
Grr.
have known?
What are you doing here?
She's a pistol, isn't she?
Come to finish the job?
No, I came down here to save your life. Fester
Clearly
was
there's a
acting on
fundamental
my orders when he
misunderstanding
threw you
here.
in there.
You came down here to rescue me? I didn't even think you liked me.
Well, our first meeting was a little awkward.
You know, all
You seem to have
way
trouble
back in
forming
that
complete
10 minutes ago.
sentences. But then again, so do most of my citizens.
But I'm not one of your citizens. I'm just a drifter. A nobody. A would-be pirate.
A picker.
Who would
A
have
grinner.
known or even cared
A
if
lover.
you let me drown?
A sinner.
I would have, Guybrush.
Oh, Governor.
Oh, Threepwood.
Oh, Elaine.
Oh, Guybrush.
Ah, truly a love story for
Love
the
muffin.
ages.
Sugar boots.
Sugar boots?
Honey pumpkin,
Plunder bunny.
kiss me.
No, we mustn't.
It's not in the stars,
Not
Guybrush.
here, where everyone can see us.
Yes, let's go somewhere
Why,
more
are you
private,
ashamed of
please.
me?
No, it's not that at all.
She's a public
It's just
official.
that many of these pirates have made advances towards me. And to avoid hurting their feelings, I've always told them that my father made me promise never to fall in love with a pirate.
But I'm not a pirate
If
yet.
they see us together, they'll know I was lying.
Oh, okay, see, that's smart.
Okay then, let's go to your place.
Okay, see, you can
Okay.
talk to women just fine, sir.
But finish your trials first.
Wha-
I don't want you to be preoccupied.
No.
But I feel this sudden urge to complete the trials.
Is there any greater motivation? And the good news is there's only one trial left to go. We just have to become the greatest sword fighter on the island. No big deal, right? So we're actually going to have to do that some other time because we're out of time for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having as much fun as I am because I'm having a blast playing this again. So come on back and join me for the next episode. Bye-bye.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da, shoo-be-doo-wah, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da.